welcome to the Year of the Horse. And by the way, the Year of the Horse does not start yet. The energy shifts during the Solar New Year, which is going to be February 4th. Lunar New Year is the big celebration, but the energy shift is February 4th. So it doesn't kick in yet, but I will be talking about the Year of the Fire Horse. It's actually the Crimson Horse, and it's going to be intense. It's going to be an intense year. I feel like it's popular already. Everyone's mentioning, oh, it's a fire horse year, and I will let you know a little bit more. It's more than, oh, the horse is running and the snake was shedding, okay? So that's like, if you're at the Chinese restaurant and you see that on your menu, that's what that is. But we will go more in depth, and I'll let you know actually what it really is. I've been doing this for about 28 years, and I would love to just inform you a little bit more in detail of the Chinese astrology. But what we should talk about today is, let's just kick it off with a horse. So you know, you probably have maybe a horse in the year, but if you look below, I'm gonna make a note of certain months you could be born with the horse, certain hours. I would not be able to do the day. That is a complex calculation. You'd have to work with me to get that information. But in the meantime, let's talk about some of the components of the horse. Now, every Chinese astrological animal is aligned with the 12 Western astrological signs, and instead of planets moving around, we have stars. They're called stars, and these stars are what are going to trigger the energy of the year for you specifically. So when you have horse in your chart, and I've got my little cheat notes here I want to go through, you know, it is a year of prestige, financial elevation, leadership potential. Now this is all potential, but what are you going to do about it? You need discipline, tact, you need emotional intelligence with horse this year. You have the Grand Duke. It's a Grand Duke year. Grand Duke year is gonna be complicated. It magnifies everything. So it is gonna magnify your courage and your fears. It'll magnify unfinished business. So you wanna be proactive this year. That's really important. Also, what's the risk for you this year? Overthinking and hesitation. Look, you gotta move. This year's moving fast. The horse is moving fast. You gotta make those decisions. You cannot procrastinate this year. Now you wanna activate the general star. So when you have some auspicious stars every year, you have the general. The general's the leader. It leads a command. So this is your year where you have the potential for great leadership. But with leadership, it's gonna boost your courage and influence. It inspires team spirits and accountability. So you need to lead. You need to have people to lead if you're going to have the general star. It has Duke's arrival. So when the Duke comes to town, it's like, the Duke's in town, which means all eyes will be on you. So what are they going to be on you about? Make sure that what you are offering, what you are talking about, what is on your platform, what you are on the spot in the spotlight about is something that is worthy of that attention. Your name can enter bigger rooms. You can have more eyes on you. So that's going to be a fabulous talent that you're going to have this year. You have also golden luck, and that's why we said financial. So some people are like, oh, tell me about my health or finances. Well, when you have golden luck, and you have it with the horse, it encourages, make some wise investments, stabilize your income and savings. So you have to be smart about your money. You can say, oh, I'm making more money, I'll find a big chunk of change in the couch. That's not how that works. I do want to mention a couple of the inauspicious stars, because every year it doesn't have just all great things. It does have a few inauspicious stars, which, you know, are not going to get you down. But I want to just say you've got the, well, you do have the Grand Duke, which we mentioned, so you want to flow with change, okay? Don't fight change. It's going to be a very transformative year for everybody. You have year punishment, so you could have some legal disputes. Double check all your paperwork this year, okay? Make sure that you're taking a look at all your contracts. Act with integrity this year. Sword edge, so that's mental stress, emotional burnout, healthy routines, rest, emotional self-care. That's going to be important. Nobody feels their best when they don't feel great, and no one wants to work with people or be around people who are not feeling their best. hidden corpse, and it sounds scary. It is a Chinese interpretation of the, it's an English interpretation of the Chinese wording, but it represents family misunderstandings, emotional clashes. Let go of past grievances. Let it go. Move on. And you also have goat blade. So there could be some fights, physical injuries. Whenever you have goat blade, it just shows up as there might be an accident. You might be letting some blood out somehow, nick yourself, something like that. So stay grounded, act with caution. There's a lot of specifics that I could go through, and when you have a reading with me, your BaZi reading for the first time or a reboot, we'll go into all the details, and also it's going to affect you differently if it's in your year, or if it's in the month, or if it's in the hour. So just to give you the highlight, yeah, having the horse is awesome. It's going to be fast moving. It's going to be galloping into the year if you want to kind of use that imagery. That's kind of awesome. And it is a chance to be in the spotlight this year. So just make sure you know what the spotlight is shining on you about. And have a great year in 2026 in Year of the Horse. With the horse.